located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker, and we're underway in Atlanta. Fields this one at the 3. Making some progress here. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well. Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards. On 2nd down, Robinson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to it. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Penix working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Third down, it's Penix. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Swift will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here's the counter give to Robinson. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say,
he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Right to the air is Herbert. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. He's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Low is there for Arondé Gadsden. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Play action now for Herbert. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
It's Hampton on 2nd. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, kid, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he gets him around 6 there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They send a tight end in motion. Again, it's Hampton. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. On to the left side, and Johnston has it. This spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Herbert throwing on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The best defenses you can go look at through the decades are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Rolling left, buying some time. Completed here to Johnston. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Looking inside the red zone. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort.
And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He finds Ingram working downfield here. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. And on 1st down, here's Penix. Ingram's got another one. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 23 on that one. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they haul him down after a gain of a couple, leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
quickly as Penix, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pickup of 2 here, and that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Robinson running the zone read. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. We good. 19 seconds. Right.
Here's the backup. First throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hampton. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Herbert to throw. Going with a screen to Hampton. Dancing past him. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Crosses the 35, room for more. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Back to Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Nickel look by the Chargers here, 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Gets him on the in route. And this does not get it. Slipped in short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. Jordan Stout headed out to punt it away on 4th. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He has it at the 13. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Set.
Herbert on 1st down. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And almost immediately, he just chucks it away. Not sure what he was thinking there, and unsurprisingly, yep, here comes that flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Shotgun give to Hampton. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Oronde Gadsden. Second on that throw. So it's going to be 4th and short. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. From the shotgun, Penix. This is Ingram working the left side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10 from the 43. Penix working from the gun. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Let's go.
Play action, here's Penix. Back to Pitts it goes. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. Robinson does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Again, it's Robinson. And this time he gets in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers, 14.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback.
Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll throw third and long. Gets everything he has under this one. Big gain downfield. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Herbert. Jump off caught by his back. And this is down all the way to the 3.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Herbert now off the play fake. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get it off his 50th career INT. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
The left side brought in by Hawkinson. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers, you get guys that can run routes, you got guys that can do a little bit of everything, and then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Slot man motioned over. Play action now for Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
380, ready.
Going right this time with Hampton. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Completed to his running back. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Hits his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll run it here with Hampton. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
1st and 10, Herbert. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there and extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Running it with Hampton. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Kappa. What is it?
To the air on 3rd and long. Brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here. That one's good to McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Glad McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. No more. 319, just go.
Play action, Fields. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Hey, here we go.
Fields on 1st down. Downfield is fine, safe ground. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Here we go.
On the keeper, here's Fields. He's got it in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense is heading out for 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
5-yard line.
Rocco 80.
Here's Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Just everybody in the huddle on the sidelines. Sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
A gain of 12. First down.
Herbert from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Lad McConkey. So it'll be second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. It connects down the sideline. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within one score in the fourth.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for two.
The Chargers will line up for
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
Chargers 29.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Penix here from the gun. We look underneath here. Robinson. Galloping inside the 40. Bijan Robinson. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons go up by 12 in the fourth. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Here's Penix and the Falcons. They're looking to tack on two more.
The Falcons will line up.
Back to throw. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Score Falcons 43, Chargers 29.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10, Herbert trying again. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Ready up.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another carry for Robinson. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
A toss now to Robinson. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
One in behind center with Swift. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons approaching win number 7 on the year. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll run the draw with Robinson. Trying to catch him with a draw. It does not work. Send it backwards. And now they're left with a 4th down to figure out.
A loss of a yard.
The Falcons calling the field goal team's number this time. This from 28 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. The Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still